I hope you're all having a great Monday. And with that, let's give an update on GameStop and cover where everything stands as of right now. GameStop has been quietly moving higher in the background over the past week or so. We're holding this support trend line very nicely as of the close today. We've also seen a lot of bullish action in the options market with large buy orders coming in on multiple strikes and multiple expirations. Many people have been wondering if any of these buys could be from Gill aka Roaring Kitty. I don't know. Hopefully we'll hear from Keith at some point in the future. Now I want to address the elephant in the room, and that is the events of this last weekend and GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen's subsequent post over on X. Let me be very clear. Violence is never okay regardless of who is involved, and whether you agree with Ryan's post or not, I hope we can all agree that peace is the best way forward. I want everyone on both sides of the issue to be safe and to be well. Violence is never the answer. And on that note, if you disagree with Ryan, that's completely fine. You are entitled to your opinion just as much as Ryan is entitled to his opinion. For those who don't know, I am politically independent. I don't make decisions based on party affiliation. And one of the things that I love about this movement of individual investors standing up for meaningful reform in the financial markets is that it is made up of many different people from many different backgrounds from all over the political spectrum. So whether you agree or disagree with Ryan, I hope you will not lose sight of what really matters here. The financial markets in their current form are in desperate need of reform, and that reform isn't going to happen anytime soon if we're all divided. I think GameStop director Larry Chang said it best over on X, saying, quote, "The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing." And whether you agree with Ryan or disagree with Ryan, you can make your voice heard at the polls in November. For now, let's all respect each other and move forward. Now let's get back to GameStop. I want to say a big thanks to Roaring Pico over on X because they pointed out something that I had not noticed. Over on GameStop's careers website, there is a job listing for a principal mobile application engineer. You may remember Ryan posting recently saying that GameStop was looking to hire app developers. According to the job listing, this person will help design, build, and maintain a new highly scalable app that will delight millions of GameStop customers. And here's the part that I missed. Further down in the job listing, there is a point that says, quote, "bonus points if you've developed auction software at scale in the past." Wow. So GameStop has recently started trading and offering graded trading cards to customers, graded Pokemon cards, sports cards, Magic the Gathering cards, etc. And now it looks like they want to take things a step further and possibly build an app that would allow for auctioning collectibles at scale. It sounds like GameStop is preparing to go head-to-head with eBay by allowing users to auction and bid on collectibles directly through a GameStop app. This is huge for GameStop. Think about this. Right now, when GameStop purchases cards from someone doing a trade-in, GameStop is taking a risk because they don't know when they will resell those cards in the future or if they will sell those specific cards at all. However, if GameStop builds an auctioning app, then GameStop will take on substantially less risk. Because in this situation, GameStop would simply be the intermediary connecting buyers and sellers, and GameStop would most likely just collect a fee from each transaction. This would be a low-cost way for GameStop to capitalize even further on the collectibles market without taking on substantial risk. GameStop wouldn't have to put money up front to buy trade-in collectibles. They would just simply connect buyers and sellers while working as the intermediary in those transactions. Considering how low risk this is for GameStop, I can't help but think about Larry Chang's recent post on X where he said, quote, "The balance sheet doesn't have to be spent because taking calculated risks doesn't have to entail consuming capital. Capital can serve as a backstop, enabling a company to take risks that may result in capital consumption if they fail, but may result in capital accumulation if they succeed." I definitely think that building a GameStop collectibles auctioning app is a calculated risk, as Larry calls it. Low cost, low risk, and complementary to GameStop's current push into the collectibles market. I'm very interested to hear what you think about this in the comments below. As I mentioned earlier, it's important that individual investors remain united regardless of political opinions, as we all stand up for meaningful change in the financial markets. I want GameStop and every other legitimate company that has been wrongfully targeted by malicious short sellers to survive and make it for the sake of their employees, customers, and shareholders. Over the past century, many companies have been targeted by large firms on Wall Street, smeared with short and distort campaigns, had their stocks shorted into oblivion, and then been forced into bankruptcy because they couldn't raise capital when they needed to, forcing them to lay off all of their employees, creating voids in the lives of their customers, and creating substantial unnecessary losses for their shareholders. This has been going on for decades, and individual investors are sick of it. What individual investors want is simple, and nothing we're advocating for is beyond the realm of reason. Individual investors want a free, fair, and transparent stock market. We want large institutions to be held accountable for their actions. We want individual investors to have access to the same real-time data from exchanges' better private feeds, which is currently only available to the large firms on Wall Street. We want short sale data to be reported in real time. We want an end to excessive amounts of failures to deliver, and we want entities who fail to deliver on their obligations to be held accountable. We want an end to payment for order flow due to the insane conflicts of interest it creates. There's a reason why so many other countries have already banned it. We want the exchanges to be not-for-profit utilities as they once were. The exchanges becoming for-profit ventures has created so many conflicts of interest at the expense of individual investors. We want increased competition among market makers. And we want all of individual investors' orders to be routed directly to lit transparent exchanges rather than opaque alternative trading systems known as dark pools. Ultimately, it's simple. What we want is a stock market that offers a truly level playing field for all investors. Please leave a like on this video so more people will see it. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.